All right, we are live here, CAMX. I've got Adam Harms joining me today. I'm always happy to have him. Adam has been on our show previously. You can see it on modulus.com is the website. Just to give you a little information, Modulus is a leading professional network platform exclusively dedicated to our industry, the materials industry. Adam's done an amazing job of growing this. I think Adam came on my podcast about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe.
That's right.
Yeah. And this site has exploded. We've got a picture of the website up there on modulus.com. Adam, thanks for spending some time at CAMX. This is a whole lot of fun to come together. And I know it's for you, with the launching of this platform, in conjunction with this big event, it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're talking to people out there that are already a part of it. So
absolutely. Yeah. I was walking up today, just seeing all the members that are here.
Yeah.
It's good to see them in the platform, but then obviously it's always good to see somebody face to face. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So give us an overview for our listeners that aren't familiar with Modulus. What obviously you're filling a gap, a need, which I completely agree with. That you have the platforms like LinkedIn, which so many professionals out there they spend their time on, but it's become so broad. And as we've talked about before. You don't know what you're going to get on LinkedIn.
Right.
Whereas with this platform, it is very specific to this industry.
Yep.
People can network. People that have that are looking for answers can connect with other people in the industry. So I'll let you take the stage and kind of give us a rundown.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So I guess in the basic sense, it's a very focused community around materials, composites, advanced plastics. Even metals. There's a lot of people from those communities up there, those industries. So it's a very focused community in the sense that we're putting all the events, content, people, groups into one place, making it for everybody in the industry much easier to come and find their content. And so the problem that we found doing our research was LinkedIn's a phenomenal tool. We're not trying to replace that, but people in industry want to find content, want to connect, want to get on a platform, get a job done, and the changing business models was making that more and more difficult. So we identified the pain point, and it seems to be a true pain point because it's growing. It's growing.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Talk about some of the latest developments, because you are adding new members. I see new channels continually that are starting up on that platform. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So probably in the last month, we've seen a massive influx in two different demographics, and that is students and young professionals. Mm-hmm. And I think that's based on the fact that if you're just starting your career and you want to network, think of all the work you have to do in LinkedIn to go build that network. It's very daunting and challenging versus with one click, you're in that network already. But just by joining Modulus, you don't have to network, you get access. And then the other one is aerospace. We're getting a massive influx of people from the aerospace industry. Okay. So we're recognizing that, and we're adding channels that actually bring in content from that industry into the platform. And then kind of outside of that, on a commercial side, we've partnered with Carbon Fiber 23. Okay. And so we're launching a channel specifically for that event that they will use to manage that event. And so they'll have all the mobile connectivity during, before, during, and after. So people going to that can start exchanging, connecting, engaging before, and then of course after the event as well.
So that's brilliant, because they don't have their own, like you go to some of these events and they do have their own app that you can download, but for those, this is a perfect opportunity to build something, log in and create that interaction through Modulus.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the other thing too, and we were talking before, is we found that a lot of people will either not download an event app or delete it after the event. And so you lose that connectivity. You might have their email from registration, but you lose that level of connectivity. Right. And through Modulus, you can still chat and message. And of course, you can send them updates and information, but you'll always have that higher level of connectivity. So you get better engagement. You can cultivate relationships. You can nurture them. Yeah. You can certainly use it to find out more information that, what do you want to do next year? What'd you like this year versus next year? So
what's some of the feedback that you get from members? Just kind of what are things that obviously I'm sure you get feedback on, hey, here's what I would do different, or can you add this, or can you add this feature? Just what are some of the things that come to mind that, or it could be like, hey, this is fantastic. I know you get a lot of that, but what are things that you feel like that you guys are working on to maybe improve things?
So the major thing is customizing your experience. So when you come onto Modulus, you get a certain group of what we call channels or groups. And so you're auto joined into those. And that's based off of your preferences and what your interests are. So going forward, as we expand the platform, we want to make sure that we can still provide that tailored experience. So for example, aerospace, if you're in the aerospace industry, maybe not in materials, you'll get a set of aerospace space channels, and the whole platform will look like it's completely specific to aerospace.
That's great.
So that's the big thing. And I think that the positive feedback that we've gotten is just the simplicity of it itself. It's easy to use, easy to manage. It's not overly complex.
And all of that's based off of the profile that you build when you become a member, when you join.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. So, and the other thing too, I just trying to get that out there is the difference between Modulus and LinkedIn, you control the content that you get to see in your feed.
Absolutely.
So whatever channel you join controls what you see. So not an algorithm.
Yeah. I don't know, LinkedIn, nowadays, you just don't know what you're going to go. You log into it, you see all sorts of things. Right. And you could be connected to people that are, if they're outside of your industry, but you may have a business connection to some degree. But there's outside of that, there's not a whole lot of similarities. And so you start seeing things that you just don't need. Right?
Correct. So, yeah. One of the users, members of Modulus, they sent me a screen capture with the other feed, and they had an ad for KFC.
Great. Oh, great, man. That's amazing. So people, our listeners can find it on modulus.com.
That's correct.
Simple sign up. It's free to start.
Correct. Yep. Absolutely.
Now, are there levels that people can, if they want to do more? I mean, are there some step up levels that you have going there for advertising or sponsors or whatever, or is that something maybe you're thinking about on the horizon?
Right. Yeah. I think right now it's so for professionals it's free, so there's no level of subscriptions there.
Sure.
For companies, if you want a company profile, that is a fee, just because we need the companies to help subsidize the platform.
Absolutely, for sure.
And then the other aspect is channels. So anytime somebody wants to launch a channel, it's free to start a channel, but as it grows, there is a cost associated with that. So if you can envision us building a community and then selling plots of land, that's kind of our business model. And the channels are those plots of land for us.
Great. Yep. That's great. Adam, always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else you want to mention before we?
I think just come join us. I mean, I said, it's free to join. So check us out. Let us know how we can make a better experience. We're a new platform. We're evolving. We're going to be doing a lot of changes in 2024. So we'd love to hear everybody's feedback on how we can make those changes.
Fantastic. That is Adam Harms. He is the founder of Modulus. You want to check it out. You can also find Adam on LinkedIn, but go to on Modulus first to find him, and you'll find him there. So, Adam, again, thanks. Hope you have a great show. What do you think so far?
I think it's fantastic. The show has grown tremendously over the last several years. I mean, there was a couple years ago it started, I think, to wane a bit, but there's just been a resurgence. A lot of people from Europe, I think, are here as well.
Yeah.
So.
I think there's more. I heard yesterday, I think we've got more exhibitors here this year than a long time. I don't know if it's a record, but
I believe
it's incredible. So, well, enjoy the show. Best of success, and let's catch up later.
We'll do. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you bet. All right.